2024. Copays and deductibles apply. Supplies are replaced in accordance with Medicare guidelines.
All right. Welcome back. Fifth Street Soccer, Sports Byline USA, SB Nation Radio. Nick Eber. And in Venice Beach, it's Nick Webster. He's finally put on another shirt and some sunglasses. I hope you've put plenty of sunscreen on your head, Nick.
No, not yet. I'm probably going to be a big tomato, ready for tomorrow. Getting a bit of vitamin D before I go into the depths of the cold pub to watch England and Colombia play.
Well, Nick, we've talked a lot about the matches up to this point. We've talked a lot about the big upsets. We've talked a lot about the big boys of global football finding their exit from this World Cup earlier than they had imagined. But we are not quite set yet on our quarterfinal matchups. Once again, as of right now, we have Uruguay against France, one match. We have Brazil against Belgium. That's the other match. We have Russia and Croatia on the other. And still to be decided, we've got two matches tomorrow, Switzerland, Sweden, and Colombia, England. Those are the two matches that will be playing out tomorrow, and those are the two matches that we are going to give you our picks on. Nick, let's start with the first match, Switzerland-Sweden, and try to break that one down as best we can. It's an interesting match because both of these teams, I mean, Switzerland has probably more stars, but I think Sweden has shown more consistency throughout the tournament to date. How do you see this one?
Well, I think it's a really interesting one. As you note, Switzerland do have the likes of Shaqiri and Xhaka, who are outstanding players, who have the ability to change a game, and they are unbeaten in the tournament.
Yep.
I think they're a tough nut to crack, and if anybody's tough enough to crack them, I would say it's this Swedish team, because they do have this collective. And you know, I will like to pat myself on the back and say that I predicted Sweden would get out of their group, which they have achieved. I would not be surprised to see this game be a very tight affair, go to extra time, and possibly penalties. And if it goes to penalties, I see Sweden winning it, because they will hold their nerve over the Swiss team.
Well, it's been since 1954 were the last time that that the Swiss were in the quarterfinals, and that was when they hosted the World Cup. Sweden were back with their
1958.
Was it 50? I think it was 54, Nick, actually.
58, please.
All right, okay. 94 was the last time that Sweden were in the quarterfinals of a World Cup. And unless that's numbers wrong, Nick. Am I wrong there too?
No, you're right about that. Actually, 54, you said Switzerland? Oh, you could be right about that. Actually, I thought you said Sweden in 54.
No, Sweden 54.
Yes, you are right. Yes,
Yes.
I stand corrected.
I didn't want to make a scene on national radio, Nick, but, you know, I have the power of the internet.
That's right, yes. I'm just down the beach.
So you like this match going to extra time and then penalties, possibly, Nick?
Yes, I do.
I think that's probably a very good pick, because let me give you the odds right now. The odds here are Switzerland. Now, this is for regular time plus stoppage only, 90 minutes plus stoppage. The money line, plus 171 for Switzerland, plus 220 for Sweden. So Switzerland would be the favorites, but important to note, by no means prohibitive favorites. I mean, that's a real squeaker, plus 171 to plus 220. The draw, however, is plus 198. So the bookies aren't sure quite what's going to happen here. This is about as unknown as you can get. This is could be Sweden, could be Switzerland, could be a draw. But because they're all in the plus column, the bookie's pretty sure this is going to go to extra time, is what that's telling you. Okay. The extra time advanced to the quarterfinals. Switzerland are the favorites at minus 120. Sweden at plus 105. The over-under. The under is minus 125. The over is plus 110. You know, Nick, I'm going to tell you, I agree with you, by the way. I think if this goes to extra time, Sweden will go through. If, however, Switzerland can pop some goals during regulation, Switzerland will go through. But I'm going to tell you, Nick, I am not betting this match. And I'll tell you why. It's too close to call. The total goals are only 2, so it's a 1-0 victory. If it's a 1-1 draw or then it's a push. I don't see that many goals in it. I don't see any value here. Way too much danger. And at plus 171, plus 220, plus 196, I don't like it. I'm going to avoid this one.
Well, that could be a smart decision. And
all right. I think Nick was saying that's a smart decision. He is on the beach in Venice, California, so we do have a little break up there. Nick, you were going to agree with that, right?
The draw and the under.
The draw and the under, or avoid it altogether, right?
Yes.
Yeah, either one. All right. Let's go to the next match. This is England-Colombia. This is, for my money and my mind, a much more interesting match. And I'm just going to let everybody know I'm not betting this match either because England are my team, and I don't ever bet with my heart. And I couldn't ever bet against my team. So I'm going to just avoid this one altogether just because it's me. But you don't want to do that. I know, Nick Webster, you won't avoid it. The odds here are England are plus 119. They are the favorites. Colombia plus 301. You see, I would have to take Colombia because that's incredible value. You're telling me out of 3 matches, Colombia aren't going to beat England 1 time out of 3? I mean, those are really juicy odds. By the way, you can get those odds at betanyesports.eu, where if you go right now and sign up, you can get a 50% bonus on your deposit up to $1,000. The draw is plus 218. England to advance up minus 175. Colombia to advance plus 160. The total goals are 2, and both the over and the under are negatives. The over is minus 101, and the under is minus 114. Nick, England at plus 119. I think you'd probably want to bet that, but I would bet Colombia at plus 301 just because I think it's too much value.
James Rodriguez is the X factor. If he's not 100% fit, and that's the way now help, but they're going to have too much. They have a little much quality throughout the team, and I believe that there is cohesive that we've spoken about. This young, devil-may-care, go-for-the-win kind of attitude that England currently have. Yes, Colombia are a very dangerous team, and they should not be taken lightly. But I see England winning this one, and I think it will be it's not going to be a pleasant affair if you're an English supporter. They are going to put the ring, but they are going to win 2-1 in normal time, and Harry Kane will be on target for the Three Lions.
England 2-1 in regulation is what you're saying, Nick. I think that's probably a fair prediction. That's going to pay you plus 119. 2-1 would pay the over, which is minus 101. That's a good bet. If you are a Colombia supporter or you are into betting the numbers here, plus 301 I think is ridiculously good value for a Colombian team that is totally capable of winning this match in regulation. But it is really up to whether James Rodriguez plays, I think, Nick Webster, and whether or not the English players can keep the pace going throughout the day. Because the one thing I will say about this Colombian team is if you press them hard enough, they will break.
Well, yes. I mean, but looking at the Colombian team, Cuadrado is a great player. I think defensively they're pretty sound. Falcao's got his World Cup goal. He's got his mojo going. So it really is about this man, James Rodriguez. I mean, Peckerman, the Colombian coach, wildly experienced, really knows the game inside and out. He's definitely got the edge over Gareth Southgate. But, this England team is rested, Nick. I mean, Colombia had to play 3 very, very tough games. This England team is rested. Everybody who played against Belgium will be on the bench watching, pretty much, bar John Stones. Kane is rested. Lingard rested. Dele Alli is back in contention. Henderson's back. I mean, this is a team that is just hungry and raring to go. And I can't help but feel that in this World Cup kind of tournament, if you can give your superstars rest and then they can come back out refreshed, they will do the business for you.
I agree, Nick. I think this is all boding fairly well for the English team. And if you look at the way that side of the bracket is developing, would leave England to play most likely Switzerland, and I think they would beat Switzerland. You never know. Of course, anything can happen, but if I had to have my druthers, which would set up a fascinating semi-final between most likely Croatia and England, and could go either way. This could be the path to the finals, finally, for England after all of these years, Nick.
Yes. What's this? Jules remains still dreaming, 40 years of hurt. But, I don't think this English team will ever, I don't think any team on this side of the draw will ever have a better opportunity of reaching the World Cup final. It's as simple as that. I mean, there is going to be a new name in the final that we haven't seen since 1966.
Yeah.
That's a given.
That's a given.
And that's 50 years ago. So I'm really excited about what the World Cup has to hold over the next 2 weeks.
Oh, it's going to be terrific, Nick. So let's just recap our picks then, shall we, Nick? On the Switzerland-Sweden, by the way, these odds are courtesy of BetAnySports.eu, where if you go right now to BetAnySports.eu and sign up, you can get a 50% bonus on your deposit up to $1,000. It's very easy to sign up. It's very friendly. It's it's no problem. 50% deposit bonus on your deposit up to $1,000. BetAnySports.eu. Here are our picks. Switzerland, Sweden. I'm actually not going to bet it. In fact, I'm going to pass on both of these matches for my reasons. This is too close for me to call. I do tend to side with Nick Webster, though, saying he thinks if this is regulation, Switzerland will win it on the over. If it goes to extra time, it may very well be a low-scoring under. Go to extra time. If it goes to extra time, he sees Sweden advancing. Correct, Nick?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. On the England-Colombia match, I am not betting this match because I don't bet teams that I follow. Nick Webster, however, doesn't feel the same way. Nick is betting England in regulation at plus 119. I'm saying that's a great bet, and I think England will most likely win. But I'm looking at the number for Colombia, courtesy of Bet Any Sports, at plus 301, saying if you like a little gamble, probably worth a little money at 3-1 on your money. It's not a bad place to put it. Plus 301 for Colombia. But I do think England will win. So strangely enough, I'm giving you a pick, but I'm saying, I don't think they're going to win. It's a gamble. That's why it's called gambling, right, Nick?
That's why they call it gambling, and
right.
It's a nice little double if it comes off.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it. There are picks for the match. You want to make sure to go to betanysports.eu, sign up, and you can make these picks. And when you win, you can find yourself Venice Beach with Nick Webster and London, enjoying the lovely weather and the beautiful ocean. And they're going to get into their Maserati SUV, the whole Webster family. They're going to take off to their mansion in Beverly Hills because they've done it all with our picks here on Fifth Street Soccer. By the way, you can follow us, follow our picks, follow our videos. We do more than just soccer here, folks. We have Fifth Street Sports, which you can hear every Saturday. We're going to be shifting that pretty soon. It covers everything: football, baseball, hockey, basketball, esports, MMA, boxing, etc., 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 etc. You can find it at fifthstreetsports.com. Obviously, Fifth Street Soccer, we're with you every weeknight. 1 p.m. Pacific, that's 4 p.m. Eastern, and then again 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday on the Sports Byline USA Radio Network and SB Nation. I'm Nick Eber. He's Nick Webster. We'll say goodbye to Nick, and I'll be back to wrap the show up here. Be right back.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now.
800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517. Do you use the blue pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the blue pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992.
Results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services. If you owe the IRS back taxes, payroll taxes, or have not filed your returns, the IRS will get you. They can take your property, take you to court, even put you in jail. One call to Wall and Associates, and your tax problems are solved. Wall has saved clients over $150 million in the last 5 years. Our average client settles for about 10% of what is owed. With one call to Wall, you'll never need to talk to the IRS again. We offer free face-to-face consultations in your local area. Remember, Wall has a proven track record with a total client savings over $150 million. Call now for your free face-to-face consultation. 800-813-9940. 800-813-9940. 800-813-9940.
Well, I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. It's always a pleasure to bring it to you here on the Sports Byline USA SB Nation Radio Networks. American Forces. Always great to speak to our men and women in uniform serving around the world. Hope you guys are enjoying the World Cup as much as I am, as much as we are here at Fifth Street Sports. Not only is this the single largest bet event in the sporting world, it obviously happens once every 4 years, but this one has really turned out to be, to use a terrible phrase, a humdinger, with all sorts of big teams being eliminated and all sorts of shifts and evolutions in the world of global football. This is why we watch sport. It's not because the same teams win every time. I mean, how boring would it be if the Patriots win every time? Oh, wait, they do, don't they? I mean, for me, the greatest thing was when Manchester United stopped winning, stopped their 20-year domination of the Premier League. It was great to see someone else have a chance to come up and have some air to breathe in. This is why we watch sports. It's because it's the world's greatest ultimate reality show. Yeah, you can watch all the reality shows you want, but you know they're all scripted. But there's one that's not scripted, and it's sports. Live sports, not scripted. That's why it's so much fun. You can follow all the action with us at FifthStreetSports.com. Again, we cover everything on Fifth Street Sports, not just soccer. Obviously, right now, with the World Cup going on, it's very predominantly World Cup related. But we do cover all sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, etc., 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 MMA, boxing, esports, you name it. We do follow football throughout the year, though. So we will have our regular Fifth Street Soccer show throughout the year. We will be focusing in on the big European leagues like we always do, and the Champions League. So you get it all right here at FifthStreetSports.com and Sports Byline USA SB Nation. I want to thank everyone involved with the show, producer Andrew, to the fine folks at Sports Byline. I want to thank them for airing the show, and all the guys at SB Nation Radio. We thank them. And we thank you for tuning in. And just one last reminder, head over to Facebook, facebook.com/Fifth Street Sports Talk, or our website at FifthStreetSports.com, and let's continue the conversation. Until tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, have a great day.
You're clear. Great show, Nick. Never